Some might say that I'm alone.
So I always get questions about how I do my hair when I'm out and about. I'd say it's one of the most common questions I get. And the answer is always and will forever always be foam rollers. I know a lot of people really love sort of heat sets, but I find that they never last as long as rollers for me. So this set is done with, as you can see, a full head of sponge rollers, and the setting lotion that I use is Lotta Body diluted with water. It's just my personal favourite. I then sleep on them overnight, and in the morning, once they have all dried out, I do my sets on already dry hair, by the way. I don't put them in when they're damp, just because my hair is super thick and would never dry in time. Once I have my face on, check out this makeup, so gorgeous, can start taking out the rollers. Now, the best way to take out foam rollers is by untwizzling it in this way so that it turns into a ringlet. If you just yank it out harshly from the top, you're going to end up with frizz, you're going to damage your hair, and it's just not going to be as good of an effect. So I like to untwizzle them carefully into ringlets, and then we can start the brushing process. So every set for me tends to come out a little bit different, but for this look, I really wanted that sort of glamorous, full late 1940s, early 1950s Hollywood hair. So how I'm doing this is I am brushing in sections, as you can see. I'm not just starting at the very top of my head and raking the brush all the way through. I'm kind of brushing out small sections at a time and gradually combining them. And for this, I'm using the Tent PF01 bristle brush. I find this brush has been a real game changer with my set brush out. It is so good. Brush outs can take a much longer time than I think people initially expect. It's not just a couple of swipes of the brush and your hair is instantly perfect. It definitely takes some time. For the top of my hair, which is one of the most important sections for me, I am again unrolling the hair into ringlets. I have one that was rolled backwards away from my face and the other two were rolled forwards towards my face.
I've walked the wall of China, walked till my feet were...
Brushing out carefully, one curl at a time.
I found my love next door. Well, what do you know? I didn't have to travel the world.
And I'm combining that with the rest of my hair. It's also really good to make sure that your hair is nice and smooth and tangle free before you put it into the roller. That just makes the brush out a lot easier as well. And I'm then separating off the top sections of my hair and doing a very small amount of back combing. I don't do a crazy amount of back combing in general. My hair is quite full on its own, so it's not something that I find I have to do terribly often. But I'm just doing a very small amount here. I didn't have a complete concrete plan when I was brushing out my hair, but I then decided that finger waves at the front would be absolutely perfect. The way that I do that is with these finger wave clips. You can get these anywhere. You can get them on Etsy, Amazon. Some vintage shops might have them, but I am putting them in. I think I ended up putting in 2 just to create that glamorous sort of 1930s almost finger wave away from the face. I didn't spray it with water or anything because the curl was already sort of setting and sitting in that direction. So just the 2 finger waves, clips, and then brushing out the rest of my hair to combine together in the way that I like was enough for me.
Yeah, what do you know?
And using a couple of additional clips to form the waves in the pattern that I want. This is going to be individual depending on your hair, where the curl goes. It's sort of all about separating and then setting patterns in that you like the look of.
right
Since
here.
I was doing this for a photo shoot, the back of my hair was equally important. So I'm just making sure that everything is nicely connected. I honestly think that these shorter layers in my hair do a lot of the work with my curl sets because I get that sort of full, fluffy look. How gorgeous do all of these waves look at the back? I am absolutely in love. And I'm just playing around with the front of my hair with these pink panel to make sure that I like the way it looks and that the pink is very prominent. I did recently have my hair highlighted with pink pretty much all the way through, which I also love, and you will see in some upcoming videos. Once everything is sat how you like it, then I'm just giving it a good go over with some hairspray, making sure to especially get the underneath of the hair so the curl can't sort of drop out from below. And then you have your finished look. This is such a gorgeous set. I think it looks absolutely stunning in the photos, and I really, really hope that you enjoyed seeing this hair come together.